Well, we are live once again. It is me, Greybeard. If you can see the name tag underneath me, you will know that it is true. And joining me, as always, is the Bromeo in the middle and S Falcon on the right-hand side. Give us a wave there.
Hi,
Wha-
hi.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean, how's it, the Bromeo? You guys are doing fantastic. You're looking great, looking revitalized even. And all jokes aside, Greybeard said he couldn't be here because he doesn't care about us anymore. Sean had better things to do, so he is not here either. But even better, we have decided to go rogue and start our own takeover podcast called Just Said. And
Mm,
I haven't had the time to workshop
mm.
that idea very much. But joining me tonight is Rhino in the middle. How you doing?
Oh, I'm very well, thank you, Bromeo. I even grew my beard out a little to try and be like you today. I needed a bit more time to get that all ready, but we'll figure it out for the next time.
I see you working it. You're working it. You're
Yeah,
making
we're
it
getting there.
work.
We're getting there. Yeah.
And on our far right, we have Bruv, who needs no introduction other than an introduction saying that he is the AGM of Cosmico, was the GM of Critical Force last season, and just an all round good oak. Welcome to the
Mm.
podcast.
Thank you. Thank you. It's great to be here. I also tried to grow it out, but I think I'm like 10 years behind Bromeo, but I'll get there. I'll
Rude.
get there.
Okay. If we're playing that game, we can play it hard. I don't mind.
Hmm.
Let's say how's it to some peeps in chat. Keeks, Salad Prime, how's it? Tubbsy, Borky, obvious, and the Fromeo as well. That's the wife. If you didn't know, how's it, wife?
Oh,
And Lil Moose, even Lil Moose. This guy's usually streaming his own things. Nice to see you watching us for a change. So we have an interesting lineup tonight. I will do my best to waffle like Greybeard does, as he does so damn well. And we'll get started off very, very quickly because we've got a pretty jam-packed show and a couple of guests joining us tonight. So I won't waffle too long, but we do have some ground to cover first. So I do want to talk about quickly, Rhino. I'm sure you watched it, and if you didn't, you missed out. The Rally Major over the
Oh
weekend.
yes.
So
Yes.
it was absolute cinema. There's varying opinions on whether it was great or not, but Gibbs of playing out for the chalk cast as their goalkeeper was the prime moment for me. And we could take votes. Team Falcons winning it or Gibbs clipping on T-Bates. I'm not sure which was better, Rhino.
I, I mean, we have got to talk about that reverse redirects in front of net because that was a thing of
Um,
absolute beauty, man.
oh man, it was
What
too
a
good.
finish! It was so good. But no, listen. It's been said multiple times before. It will be said multiple times again. The best NA crowd is when no NA teams are playing, and that proved to be the case in that grand final. It was so cool to watch. Falcons versus Dig. A lot of people across the world had multiple kind of that. Your heart was broken, really, cheering for both of these people. Abjack getting back to his form, but also the twins doing it finally for Mina as they've been trying to do for so long. Well-deserved Falcons. They absolutely ran the show all weekend. But shout out Dig, man, getting there to that grand final as those three. I don't think anyone would have pegged them to do that at the start of the season. So good on them. Happy to see them. And hey, next one around the corner is Worlds. So let's get excited for that one.
And I mean, we saw it in SSA, but having a look at some of those results, especially Swiss. Swiss is where some really, really interesting things happen. You saw a Carmine Corp not doing what they were supposed to do, but then you also saw Twisted Mind and Team Secret really going hard. And, Furia missing out, SSG missing out, Gen G missing out. It was definitely not one if you were a betting man.
No, so many people would have got pick'ems wrong if we did those, or if you predicted the game beforehand. Yeah, you would have absolutely lost a lot of money. That's for sure. KC, not the blue wall that we were expecting, as you rightly said there, but I don't know how NRG do it, man. This is what I'm losing my head about a little bit. Is NRG come in as the number one pick in NA? Of course they do, right? They are fantastic. but I just never get excited about an NRG match on LAN. I don't know what it is. I really don't. But like, I watch the NRG style of play, and I'm like, can we go home yet?
Yeah, no, are we
We're
done yet?
done. Like it just feels like a suffocating kind of style of play that, but not in the flashy sense, in the very kind of bit dull sense. And I know we've got Borky watching as a little NA fanboy, so I'm sure he'll be upset with me. But absolutely, that's just where I think of it. So NRG had a great showing, of course, but couldn't make it to that grand final. And yeah, I don't know. It was quite joyous for me to see them get battered by Team Vitality in that upper bracket quarterfinal 4-0. That was a fun one for me.
That was a goodie. And bruv, I'm not sure if you're a connoisseur of international Rocket League. Did you watch it at all? If not, that's totally okay.
I watched one game, right? I think when was it? It was when how do you pronounce it? Dignitius or something like that?
Dignitas, yeah.
Dignitas versus Falcons, right? That's the game I stumbled upon, and I was just like, "Oh, this is hard to watch because
So
Falcons
literally the
played."
final.
Was it the final? It's when
Yeah.
like Falcons full swept them and like
So
beat
yeah,
them.
they
Oh,
played
no,
each
no,
other
no.
in the upper bracket quarterfinal as well.
Yeah, I know
So
it
there
was
was
early. It was early in,
yeah.
and I was
There we
just
go.
like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this is a whitewash." But that was the only game I managed to get, and Falcons looked amazing. Who won again? I think I completely missed it.
Falcons.
Falcons won. Yeah,
Falcons, yeah.
not surprised. Not
Yeah,
surprised
no,
at all.
they went all the way. But at the end of the day, the real winners were Rocket League because unless
Mm.
you've been under a whole Rocket League Twitter has been all about the chalkcast versus first touch, and that was really interesting because we didn't know who the third was going to be for chalkcast. It was Garrett G and it was CJ. And they revealed it just before the game that Gibbs, the analyst for RLCS, went on as their third, an absolute legend of the game, to take on. It was Dazarin, T-Bates, and their third was Roldiz. There we go.
Yes.
Thank you, Prod, for being the most amazing person ever to save me from these sort of situations. So, what was amazing and the amount of clips that came out of that. I wish we actually had that first goal that Gibbs scored, that redirect on T-Bates. Unfortunately, we do not. But if you are in the searching mood, go and have a look for it. It made my whole night. It was just impressive. And the way the stadium blew up afterwards, that for me was like peak Rocket League. It could not get better. That Chalkcast got a better roar from the crowd than some of the teams did. So honestly, that was amazing. So just talking about Chalkcast for a second, we mentioned last week that they were running a tournament in Canada, 1v1. They were going to include SSA. It was going to be amazing. And then it came down to things like real life and visas and all of those fun things that make tournaments not so much fun to set up. So ultimately, what happened is that we as a nation would not be able to get a visa fast enough to travel to the tournament. And I'm sure there were some more complications heading out that way. But Chalkcast, the absolute legends that they are, said, okay, well, you can't make it. So we'll just throw you your own tournament. So, chaps, be ready, be excited because Chalkcast is throwing us a tournament very soon. I need to get more details, and Greybeard's the one gatekeeping all of this knowledge. But it is going to be $1,000 SSA only 1v1 event. So
Ooh.
that is amazing. There's still so much to come out through all of this, and that is just fantastic. And I love how we're zooming in on.
Yeah, what was it? Camera's got a
Sorry
mind of
about
its
that.
own there for bro.
Yeah,
It
man,
is,
it wanted to know your hands were doing, but
Hands on the desk.
Saucy bastard. My camera
and
decides to do its own thing sometimes.
man, I love it. And Telepram in chat, yes, we are talking about RSC. Brav is actually here to talk exclusively about RSC because he's always loving to chat about whose next picks are and why it's going to be me. and
Oh,
why
wait.
Cosmico is the best.
Is this wait, Bromeo, correct me if I'm wrong. First season for you that you're not actually part of a franchise?
Oh, that I'm not managing or something? No, no, I was on Shadow
Yeah.
for a little bit. No, I
Okay.
no, we're still doing good. I've never actually been in management before, except for like last season when I was part of Order of
Reverse.
the.
Okay, I
That's right.
see,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
see.
yeah.
Yes.
Right. Okay, cool. Interesting.
So that's
Hmm.
let's segue into that a little bit. Now that you're
Hang on,
here,
hang on, hang on, hang on. I'm sorry,
yeah,
I'm gonna
wait.
have to stop this. We need to talk a little bit more about this tournament that Chalkcast are putting on, right? I feel
Okay.
like we mentioned it and we're just moving on very quickly. There's
I mean, it's huge.
$1,000 on the line
It's
for
a
an
lot of money. It is a
SSA
lot of money.
only tournament. Like we gotta give a lot of love to this. You know,
We do.
Chalkcast.
We do.
They wanted to do something really good for the region. They wanted to bring us into their LAN. Unfortunately, it wasn't possible. So now they are kind of injecting $1,000
Mhm.
into an SSA only events that you're going to walk away with some money from. I mean,
Mm.
this is phenomenal. We need to see this investment more from the big dogs, more from the people that are at the top of our esport. And that's exactly what is happening right now with this Jawcast investment. It's absolutely massive. And yeah, we really, really do need to shine a spotlight on it because you don't see anyone else doing things like this. You don't see it happening
Mm.
unless it's in the region, right? RSC is obviously in the region being built up by people from SSA, which is fantastic in itself. But for an external party to see the potential, to see the opportunity and invest, it's a huge thing. So massive for SSA as a region, and we can't thank the guys at Shortcast enough for doing this because it's awesome, and I can't wait to see it.
Well, that must be said as well that they are pioneering technology in the shoe department on how to drink beverages effectively out of them. And again, I need to go onto Twitter because I know I think it was Stumpy who posted the picture of Johnny Boy doing a shoey because I think it was like 100 gifted subs or something like that, and they've been going around from Twitch channel to Twitch channel, making people do shoeys. And for those of you who don't know what a shoey is, you pour your favorite liquid refreshment, usually a beer, but if you're not the drinking kind, it can be anything from your Fanta to your Coca-Cola to your favorite H2O. You
Other
fill up,
beverages are available.
yeah. You fill up your shoe with this liquid, and then you down it. You down it really fast, and so they are pioneering this technology. They're getting huge traction on it, and I'm just waiting to see Rhino do one on stream because I feel like
Mm.
that's going to be a thing that happens sooner rather than later.
There are a lot of things I will do on stream. That's not one of them. I downed a 2 liter bottle before, and that's probably about as close as you'll get to me doing a drinking challenge of some description on stream. Yeah, it's more quantity than the vessel itself, I think, for me.
I mean
But
that is a
yeah, good
large
on them.
amount of liquid, 2 liters.
Sure was. Yeah. Here's a lesson. When you're setting up a Twitch channel, make sure that your redemptions aren't too cheap and people can exploit them. That's that's what I learned that day. Let's put it that way. Those that know.
Well, I'll say this much just to spice up this league and the whole shoey concept. If
Mhm.
Cosmico wins overall franchise, Papito and I will do a shoey with Slayer in it.
Love it.
Yeah,
Okay.
live. Yeah, for sure. Video, live,
Clip it.
whatever you guys want.
I
Clip
mean,
it.
that's
Post it in
like I
RSCSSA.
feel like I'd be willing to do that for far less. And
Really?
you're making like these big sweeping tournaments. We literally got somebody to get a Order of Oaks tattoo last season, and you're saying like, I'll drink some energy drink out of shoe if we win. No, I think you should drink an energy drink out of a shoe right now to support your org. I feel like
I don't
that is
have
something we
Slayer
can
though.
do. Well, what do you have? And then we can take a vote on it in
This
chat.
is growing
And
legs now.
yeah, no, it's going far. Chat, can we get a prediction up? Like, if he's actually going to do this or not? Because
Mm.
that would be great. Wait, I need to actually do this. Mod view, please. Let's go. Uh, let's get predictions.
Our guests sat to the side who thought they were coming on in like the first 10
Yeah,
minutes
yeah,
of the
no.
show were just
He thought he was going to do fun stuff and talk about
yeah,
some
Mm.
fun things. Let's get a prediction up.
like
Wait, it's
8 p.m.
Greybeard's channel. I'm not mod. Damn.
Oh,
Oh,
What a pity,
I,
man.
I don't have the power. Prod, do you have
It's
this
one. No.
ability?
It's one's in chat or two's in chat, isn't it? That's how we
Yeah,
do it
yeah,
when we
yeah. No,
don't
no.
have
There
the
we go.
functionality.
That's what we do. There we go.
Yeah.
We got a poll. We got a poll. Poll will
Oh,
do. Yes, you
Ah,
think Bruv will do a shoey, or no, you do not think Bruv will do a shoey. And then if he actually does agree to it, then we will decide what it is, in fact, that is coming out of his delicious shoe.
if we get 100 votes, I'll do it.
No, man, there
100.
isn't even
We've got
100 people in
42
here.
viewers.
Yeah, we got
Oh,
42 people
go tell
watching
your
this.
friends. Tell your friends, tell your family, your cats, your dogs to tune in, and I'll do a shoey.
Yeah, no, no. And Yuckle's in chat saying Call Greybeard giving Bromeo the reins was a mistake. No, this was the best thing that's happened to this channel since it started. Shoeys will happen. But all right. So that aside, we'll let Bruv think about which foot he's gonna take his shoe off, and we'll let that poll run for a little bit. And then we'll let you talk about Cosmico for a little bit, because that is who
Hmm.
you are managing for this season, right?
Yes, yes, I am. I'm doing it with Papito, and it's pretty much just him and I. Uh, Obviously, Syntax and Happy Meal will be, around and helping where they can. But yeah, it's very exciting. Huge name, and obviously, I can't speak more about Papito. He's got so much experience in RLCS and AZGL. Is that what it's called? ACGL, whatever it
Mm-hmm.
is.
That's the one.
But yeah, so much experience. I'm so excited to work with this kid, and yeah, it's gonna be a blast for sure.
All right. And
Mm.
you ran with Critical Force, it was last season, doing incredibly well. So, what's it been like pairing with an org that's been going for a while? Has the experience differed any, or are you just running the same strat?
Look, definitely so many changes. Obviously, now we're talking about like a real top dog in the league. It's not just community org. It's now professionalism attached. A lot more serious, a lot more structured, a lot more planning, and yeah, it's just it sort of feels like you get promoted to like that next tier in the corporate world. Like you go from like a startup
A
company
promotion.
to yeah,
All right.
pretty much. It's just everything becomes more real, and it's like pressure, but also optimism. So yeah, completely different strats, completely different ball game. Papita's leading me as much as he can. It's kind of why we work so well together. I can bring what he doesn't have, and he can bring what I don't have. And yeah, that's pretty much the aim.
All right, cool. Well, I'm glad that you're picking it up again with Cosmico. Cosmico, obviously being pretty successful in RLCS as well. Um,
Mm.
for most of the season, definitely our second best export besides Limitless. So it is really
Mm.
cool to have Cosmico come in, and it's really cool to see you, bruv, so successful last season joining Cosmico, because they clearly want to win.
Yeah, I mean, I'm honored. I'm truly like honored to be picked up as one of the two horsemen. So I was gonna say three, but that changed.
Yeah,
Um,
we won't talk about that. Yeah,
no, it's all good. But yeah, so I'm very honored and excited, and you you guys are gonna see. That's all I'm gonna say.
we're
Oh,
gonna see. So the thing we said we
Mm.
wouldn't talk about, and we will talk about it quickly. It was Unguarded Ace originally signed up to AGM for Cosmico, and in a remarkable turn of events, he is now the GM for White Rabbit Gaming. So even before the season is kicking off, there are serious things happening behind the scenes, and the games have begun.
wow.
So I'm not sure if you guys are looking for a third currently. Is that something that we're advertising, bruv?
Nah. I think
No, no,
Papita
you
and I
got
are
it
locked.
covered.
Yeah, we'll be locking it down now, and we've already started, and we're on our way. And I just want to say that like as much as it might feel kind of weird that like okay, Ace was with us and he's gone, any franchise would be lucky to have the guy. And even though he's gone, he's still gonna lend a helping hand where he can. Absolute gem to the community, and I'm actually so grateful that we have him, that he was able to do what he did, and that he's there to help like another franchise that needs the help, and no one better than that.
Well,
I'm still gonna
speaking
drop a diss track though.
Oh man, you really
No,
need
no,
to.
no, no.
And I really wish you prepared us because, I could have played a little clip of that diss track and it would have been great. It would have been
Mm.
fantastic because,
Please bring back diss track season.
yeah,
I want
man,
to see a diss track from every single RSC SSA
right?
group on the entirety of the rest of RSC SSA. That I need that.
But there has to be. So,
Mm.
coming to,
Someone.
no, Cosmico album win.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man, the only thing we're missing now is battle poetry. Get some clickings.
Ooh. Ooh, I could get behind that.
Yeah.
Hark, what in yonder window glows?
Ooh.
It is corner boost, and that is a terrible joke. So we are moving on. But
Snaps in chat. Snaps in chat for that
snaps,
one. That was
snaps in chat,
Mm.
snaps in
crazy.
chat. And just moving on. Otherwise, we're never going to introduce everybody who wanted to talk to this entire time. We are going to be bringing in somebody who's doing something pretty cool in the scene and something that nobody has managed to do the entire time in the storied history of SSA Rocket League. So we're bringing in Kirika tonight. Kirika, let's welcome her in. And hey, Kirika, how's it going?
Hey, Bromeo, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Just struggling with no graybeard here tonight. I really can't bounce off his jokes, and that's why I brought in Rhino because he's just perfect for the job. He gives off like Bromeo aura, you know.
I give off Bromeo aura. Is that what we're trying to say?
That's
Okay.
totally the reason we're running with it. We're running with
Yeah.
it. So, Kirika, how you doing tonight? You good?
I'm good, thank you. I can't thank you enough for inviting me onto this podcast so I can share what I've been working on with everyone.
So let's go straight into that then. So Kirika has been working on something pretty damn cool for the last little while. Very, very top secret, very, very hush hush. And before I give it away, it just released today, did it not, Kirika?
Yes, we launched today, I think this morning, just before 12 o'clock around there.
Ooh, we even had a time to it. This makes
Mm.
it even so much more exciting. So, for our esteemed panelists and everyone in chat, before I let Kirika just run away with this and tell us exactly what's going on, let me just give a brief synopsis. Kirika has started a coaching program for Rocket League players in the SSA region. So that's absolutely massive because I'm not sure if you guys know about this at all, but I'm at least part of like 2 or 3 coaching servers that have launched and done nothing in the last couple of years that I've been involved. So Kirika, first of all, before you've even shown anything, congratulations, because honestly,
Mm.
getting this player base together is like herding cats.
Yeah, I can
So
agree with that.
you gave us a pretty lengthy spreadsheet of all of the things that you wanted to talk to. We gave it to production. They're going to put it on screen for us right now. So why don't you just tell us a little bit about what you're getting up to?
Okay, well, firstly, I would like to introduce Rising Star Academy to everyone watching. The whole point of this project is to help the SSA scene improve. Yeah, and that's our mission, that's our goal. We'd like to create a community where players and coaches can come together and impact our region for the better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So if anyone wants to read more about our mission, it's on the screen, but I don't want to take up too much of your time.
I mean, to be fair, most people who play Rocket League aren't avid readers, except for Rhino. I know he reads lots of books, but I'm also not sure what his rank is, so we can't really draw correlations yet.
I mean, speaking of ranks, Kirika, is this any rank, any person, anybody?
Yeah, so this program is open to everyone. We'll cover exactly what we offer in the next slide. But yeah, it's open to
Oh,
everyone. We want to help everyone we can in SSA.
very cool.
Right, so Reds,
Hey.
let's keep it moving. Kirika wants to show the world what we got.
Okay, so this is what we offer. Our biggest sell point is that obviously we're going to be offering free coaching. How it's going to work is that everyone in our Discord server will be eligible for 3 free coaching sessions a month with our casual coaches. So this will reset every month. If you join our server and then you accept the terms and conditions, you'll have access to all our coaching services, and then you can post a request and one of our casual coaches will get to you, and you get 3 of those free coaching sessions a month.
Oh wow!
And
So
then
you don't even have to pay for coaching joining in this. You could literally jump in, be a silver 3 like me, and go, "Hey, Kirika, I want to get good," and you're not even going to charge me.
no, not at all. This is
It,
for the
Very
region.
cool.
It's
I
not to make money.
You see, now that's cool because I was about to ask, do you want my kidney? What are we doing here with regards to that? Because free coaching sounds really, really awesome, but it only needs to go so far. So you're saying paid coaching. What does that mean?
Okay, so we're going to have 2 sides to our coaching. We have the free coaching, which is available to everyone, and then we're going to have paid coaching, which is also available to everyone, but obviously there's going to be a paywall behind that. So we have 2 different types of coaches at Rising Star Academy. We have casual coaches who are purely there for the passion and taking all the free coaching requests. And
Hmm.
then we have our pro coaches who have been intensely interviewed and earned the title of a pro coach. They will be offering paid coaching for anyone who's looking for like really high quality coaching. There is
Cool.
that option in the Discord server.
All right, all right. And I see there's a couple of other things you are listing here, like weekly coaching events. Is that like a seminar where somebody sits down and somebody lecturing on like when to take corner boost and when not to?
Yeah, so every week we're going to be having one of our coaches host an educational coaching event. Um,
Hmm.
so how this will work is, for example, this week our coach who's doing the weekly event is going to be Little Moose. I believe he's going to be covering more of mental coaching. So if anyone's interested in looking out for that in the Discord server, just keep an eye out on the announcements. But one of our coaches every week will host an event. It will have a theme. So like this week is mental coaching. Next week maybe we'll do like a theme of specifically for champ players. We'll cover different things that champ players need to work on, or it'll be a different theme each week depending on what the coach wants to cover. It will be around 45 minutes long or so. But yeah, we'll let you guys know in the server when each event will take place, but we'll host one every week.
Okay. And just having a look here, you said exclusive boot camps. I just read this through. Is it my correct assumption that a boot camp is basically like a package deal where you take you and your 2 mates and your team basically and sign up for coaching like that? Like, or what's the deal there?
Yes, so our exclusive boot camps are open to 1v1, which is individual, of course. You can't bring your teammates there. But we do offer 2v2 and 3v3 boot camps. So, yes, you will have to bring your teammates. And all our boot camps are around a month long of intensive coaching. And then you also receive a certificate upon completion.
Hmm.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
like does it have a nice big like star like in the middle? I feel like it has to. I feel like the design needs to go hard for the certificate because I would sign up just for that.
Yeah, so our certificate right now is something I've made on Canva, but if we get more staff in for GFX and stuff like that, then we can probably design something even cooler than what I've come up with.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
but yeah,
So talking about stuff, I had a nice little peek at all of the slides afterwards. I see you're going to introduce us to some people.
yes. So these are our casual coaches. So we've at the moment got 2 head casual coaches. We've got Lil Moose and Friction. So our head casual coaches are our quality controllers and the coaches who will generally be training our coaches who are in training. Um, But yeah, these are our casual coaches. On the next slide, you'll see our last casual coach,
Oh, there we go. Color
Mr. Color
Cold.
Cold. Yes.
Wow, that's a
Um,
great picture of Color Cold even.
yeah. So these are the guys that are really just coaching for the love of it and to help out people for free and accepting the free requests. So yeah, if you'd like to be coached by one of these guys, just put a request in the server.
Will
All
this
right.
be up and running in time for RSC?
It already is up and running.
It really is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Orgs,
As
I'm
of
speaking to all
today.
of you. Like
As of
you, it's
today.
yeah, it's like the best thing that you guys can do. Like sign up as many teams as you can. It's literally a month for this boot camp. It's a no-brainer. Get your prospect team, your rival team. Don't know if there's gonna be a fifth one or not, but elite master if you can. Best thing to do for your teams, guys.
And
Sure.
just to bring a little bit of focus on that, first person to send me a DM of the screenshot of the RSC tweet we sent out. We're doing a Mo Monday thing where the high, just the high scorers, the trendsetters, the record makers. We've started putting them out from previous seasons. So the first person to send me a screenshot of that tweet will get a nice little shout out um, on this little podcast right here, right now. But, and this is the massive thing, and I think Bruv was leaning into this, is that coaching right now is really important because there's guys who are going to clip on you in RSC and they will do it unapologetically and they will do it for 9 weeks straight, not
Mhm.
including preseason, not including the midseason tournament. So it is time to get good. So Kirika, if you're not here for a casual coach, what else can we see?
Well, you can see our pro coaches here. We've got again two head pro coaches. We've got CPZ and LDC as our pro coaches, and then
Okay,
we've also got
so
Elijah.
just you
Mm.
you breeze past them like they're just names. But CPZ happens to be like the limitless coach, and LDC for the longest time was Cosmico, right?
Yes, you're
And
correct.
so that's massive. The top team in the country, the second team in the country, and you can be coached by them. So that is huge. And well done, Kirika, because getting these guys to say yes to a project like this, I'm sure they're great guys, but to organize all of this together is absolutely amazing. I see Eliakim there as well, but he's still in the game. He's still showing us how cracked he is.
Yes, it just takes a few message spams to get some of these guys to reply, but we move. um, but yeah, so we have a few more pro coaches to get through. Um, yeah, so we've also got Zany on our team, Werty, and Dap. So we've got a little bit of everything here.
What a
um,
stacked lineup. Wow.
I
yeah,
mean, it
That is
really,
crazy.
really is a cracked
Yeah.
lineup. I was gonna make some jokes, but it's really impressive. And obviously, you can just join the server and go, "Yo, I want to be coached by Mario Daps." Is that what we're saying?
yes. Um, yeah, so just again, obviously, all our pro coaches, they don't coach for free. So you all of these guys, unfortunately, you will have to pay a price to receive coaching from them. But I forgot to mention, we do have this one rule. When it comes to the free coaching requests, pro coaches may um, claim a free coaching request, but they will only offer you 30 minutes of coaching instead of an hour of coaching, which is what a casual coach would give you in the free coaching section. So you'll get like essentially a demo of coaching from the pro coaches if you want free coaching from them, if
Okay.
that makes sense.
No, that
Yeah.
does. That makes a lot of sense. And obviously, if you're not listening too intently to this podcast, which you should be, because
Mm.
we are dropping you pearls of wisdom right now, there is more information in Kirika's server. I'll pop the Discord invite again, just in case you don't feel like scrolling. So don't worry about telling them everything. I'm sure if they are interested in reading a little bit more, you are correct in saying that there is everything they need to know in the server as it is right now.
Yes, we have a few channels to help people out. So FAQ, our services, just everyone who joins the server at the moment. This morning, we had a lot of people join, and a lot of people aren't reading what I'm putting out, and
Welcome
it's
to
really
server running.
important. Guys,
Honestly,
like,
yeah.
just read. It's not that hard. You're making my life more difficult by joining and asking 100 questions when it's just all up in the server. So,
I mean,
yeah.
I would say, yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. That's why we include frequently asked questions so that you don't have to frequently ask them. But that is the way it is. So, moving through, we've still got Zany, Wordy, Daps. Is there anybody else? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
One more.
So our last coach here is Lackstar. He's the GOAT.
Hey,
Um, yeah, no, Lackstar is great. I forgot now which team he's currently coaching. Is it Unity
I mean, the
in
Unity
RCS?
guys. So the fastest way to get information is say something wrong, because
Uh-huh.
in 20 seconds somebody will correct you. That
in
is just
chat.
the law of the universe.
Yeah. So he is the RLCS coach for Unity. Yes.
Mm.
He's the GOAT. But there is one pro coach that's not on these slides because he submitted all this information late. So
Okay, that sounds about right.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm just going to talk about him.
Are you gonna allow us to guess? Like, you got to give us some clues. You can't just
Oh,
drop us now.
Okay,
You know,
okay,
yeah, like give us like three guesses, but give us a clue
yeah.
before each one.
okay. He's a EU coach.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Um,
Okay.
damn, I was gonna go LDC, but he's already there.
I
Hold
don't
on, let me
think.
Google quickly. I need to.
I'm gonna throw harmonic in there already, just to annoy people.
Yeah, Prod, can we go back to faces? You need to see poker faces. I want to see what Kirika's, busy, concocting here. I need visual cues.
EU coach. Okay.
EU coach. So not LDC, obviously. And
No.
chat, you're more than welcome to jump in on this one as well, because I'm interested.
Oh, there's a good shout in
Yes.
chat, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean that is a good one, but I don't feel like I can run with that because Tubbsy said it, and Tubbsy's
True.
generally wrong. So
So what's your guess?
yo let's
Oh.
see if they're actually in the chat right now, because that would really help. That would do the
Yeah, that's
things.
true.
I think you should actually listen to chat, but it's fine.
Oh wow,
Oh, no.
giving it. So data line is this
Gotta
is
love
is
it.
Yes.
is that who it
He-
is?
Yes, he's an EU. Well, he's from EU, but he coaches in APAC. So
Okay.
He sure
yeah,
does. Seen a lot
it's
of
a
Data Lights games, yeah, this season.
yeah. So it's a
Okay.
bit of a tough one, but yeah, Data Light is on our team. It's just he submitted his information really late. So yeah, he's only now officially one of our pro coaches after launch. But yeah,
Okay, cool.
he's a great coach. Definitely recommend him. If you can, one warning though, if any of you do book a coaching session with him or buy his coaching, um, I hope you're good at understanding the English accent because he has a very heavy accent.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty excited to see where all of this goes, and there's still some stuff that we need to talk about with regards to this, and I'm just having a look at these slides. How do you want to tackle this? Because like RSC and like most things, anything that's for the benefit of the community needs as much help as possible, right, Kirika?
Yes. So yeah. At the moment, we need more manpower to take all the free coaching requests that are going to be coming through the server. Um, it would be greatly appreciated if anyone who's interested in becoming a coach applies to become a casual coach in our Discord server. We really need more casual coaches right now. So the basic requirements to apply is you must be Champ 3 and up, basic coaching knowledge, got to be passionate, and pass the casual coach interview, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, so if you're reading this now, if you're hearing this now, we need help. And by we, I mean RSC and Rising Star Academy. I'm getting it right, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Rising Star, because you could be the next Rising Star. Might not be a player, it could be a coach, it could be a server admin, anything. All help is always appreciated. So that is something that we cannot understate. And Kirika, we've been tossing out your server invite quite vigorously into chat as you've been talking here. Apparently, there is also an even extra reason to join the server. Am I correct?
Yes. We are sorry, I lost you for a second. But yes, we are planning on hosting quite a few giveaways. So yeah, if you want to win free coaching from our pro coaches, then join the Discord and enter in the Discord server. Right now, we are doing a giveaway with Coach Werty. So yeah, if you want to stand a chance to win a coaching session with Mr. Werty, then join the Discord server and enter the giveaway.
And I mean that is a prize and a half. I mean, you should have said his full name, Pro Coach Worthy, because put some respect on it. Man has achieved.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys will say this, but he's one of the biggest IGLs in Rocket League SSA right now. Very charismatic, very outspoken, but also has a lot to bestow upon anybody wanting to learn a bit more about the game. Fascinating to listen to. So if you haven't entered it, enter it now. You could literally spend an hour listening to Pearls of Wisdom for free from Pro Coach Wordy. So, Kirika, that is a massive prize. This is a massive announcement so far. So, for all the people who just want to follow you and know a little bit more about Rising Star Academy, you're on Discord, right? Where else are you?
So you guys can all follow us on Twitter, please, or X as it's called now, at Rising Star RL. And then we are also planning on posting YouTube videos on our YouTube channel at Rising Star Academy RL. We plan to record every single one of our weekly coaching events and post it there on our YouTube channel. So keep an eye out for that.
Well, there we go. I think you guys are missing our faces now after this brilliant presentation. So we'll send it right back here. There is everybody. Bruv looks like he's plotting something heinous. And Kirika's pleased that she got everything on those slides. So Kirika, I'm so chuffed for you, and I hope this really, really works out for you because it is such a lot of work, and nobody ever says how much hard work goes in the countless hours starting initiatives like this, getting everybody into the same space, getting the concept together, getting everybody to agree. And then, last but not least, finally just doing it because it's a lot of work. So, congratulations to you, Kirika. I wish you the best of luck in this initiative. And everybody in chat, tell somebody who needs coaching. It's often your teammate. It's the guy who missed the open net. It's the guy who missed the save that really, really didn't matter. So it's literally every single person you meet when you go out and play ranked. They need coaching, and you should tell them exactly where to find it. So if you chat
But
have
so
any,
do you.
yeah,
But
no,
so
no,
do
no,
you.
I
All
do,
right.
but I need coaching on like
I
life.
mean, I'm talking about the royal you. I'm people watching, right? You're telling people who are watching to go and tell people who they're playing ranked with, not the
Yeah.
people that are actually watching to go and get coaching themselves because they need it too. All right.
Yep.
I've seen all of you play in the server, and I'm better than all of you. All right.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
listen,
Ooh.
you got to get there and get some coaching done. All right, because it's important for your progression.
I think we need to finish this episode with a 1v1 from somebody in chat
Oh,
going up
yeah.
against Rhino straight
Dabs,
after.
Dabs is literally there, so that's gonna be problematic for me, I
That
think.
that would be amazing. Kirka, I think you should actually face him. You must show him. That would actually be worth it. But no, we've already got the end of the show lined up with a potential Shui opportunity.
That's true.
by the man who thought we forgot, but we did not. And it's only because we couldn't figure out how to post predictions while we are doing this, and Prod didn't want to listen to my prompts. So we're going to put a prediction up now, and I know Greybeard's in chat as well listening, and he would never allow such tomfoolery and shithousery happening on the hallowed grounds of his podcast. But Greybeard, you're not here today. And unless you pop into chat like very, very shortly, man is potentially doing a shoey. So there is a prediction going up. Predict whether this man with a mustache and a magnificent goatee will, get a little bit of beverage all over it just now when he takes a shoey. But channel points are up, and there is potential for rigging. And that's why I put it up, because it's completely objective and unbiased. So, Kirika, I want to hear your thoughts on this. Do you think this man is going to do a shoey?
Personally, I don't think he's going to do it.
Okay.
Because he set the bar so high in the beginning, he's only going to do it if Cosmico wins. I don't think he's going to do it for free.
I mean, fair enough. And Rhino, do you have any counter argument to that? Do you think he's got the gumption?
You know what? Yeah, I do. I see no reason why. Listen, we're all here, right? When you put something on the line, it feels like there's something actually to go for. But when you're here, when you're being peer pressured by 50 people in chat to go and put some liquid in a shoe and drink from it, it does things to your head. It messes with you. So I reckon Bruv's gonna get a shoey done a little bit later on.
I mean,
wow.
the majority have said no. So where's the peer pressuring?
Well,
Come
that
on,
is a shame.
guys.
That
That is a shame.
is a shame. Do you know what? The peer pressure comes from the fact that people think that little that you will not do it. And here is the time to rise above, show that you, sir, are in fact a doer. You, sir, are a carpe diemer. You seize that day, you seize that shoe, and you seize that beverage, and you down it like the badass that you are. So we will, carry this on further and try and peer pressure him into doing a shoey, because right now he's pretty resolute in his beliefs, and it doesn't look like we're making too much headway on that. So chat, if you've got any strategies that you think would convince this man to do a shoey, please list them in chat. We are listening. I am reading it, every single one, even when Tubbsy says something. So Kirika, thank you so much for joining us. I will not keep you any longer. I know you've got important coaching things to do. So thank you so much, and I wish you best of luck.
Thank you. I just want to mention one more thing about Rising Star Academy. So before I go, I'd like to ask the community. We really need more staff to make this thing successful, because it's really tough right now. We have got a very small staff team carrying all the weight. So if you're interested in helping us getting our server out there, please apply to become a staff member in our Discord server.
So we'll post that out again right now. I'm hoping this is the correct one. It could be an invite to a random server, but it is the thing that I had saved on my clipboard. So again, Kirika, thanks so much and good luck.
All right. Cheers, guys. Bye.
Cheers.
All right. So now that we've got the three main O's back on the stream, we've got Greybeard on the left, the Bromeo in the middle, and S Falcon on the right. Time to turn our attention to a couple more things before we bring in our next guest. So what I wanted to mention is that we are not done with Epic and Blast for the year. There is going to be a 2v2 Cash Cup this month, even. And it is, again, something you want to join up for. It is 2v2, so unless you are Bruv, who's a 3v3 main, he doesn't do 2v2 at all. But I know that there are a few people in chat who would love to sign up for this. And please, the deadline is heading up soon. It happens on Friday, July the 25th at 5 o'clock. I can't see exactly when signups close, but I know that it is soon. So I'm sure somebody's going to tell me in chat very, very quickly, but get signed up. It is an off-season event, It's money if you join and do well. So do not forget. And oh, that is the registration deadline. So the 25th of July. So you've still got a month to sign up, but do not leave it to the last minute. I know I'm saying that, and I know you're going to sign up for it like on the 23rd or something. But it's 2v2. You just need to message your chum. You know, that guy that you always play ranked with, the guy who you said needed coaching just 10 minutes ago. That is the man you should sign up with. So once you've gotten to the Rising Star Academy, you can see exactly how much better you've gotten. So yes, you are welcome. I'm solving all of your problems one by one. So Rhino, I know that you see a lot of 2v2 action, but is it a better format?
Oh, that's a tough question. And actually maybe one that Kiriko could have given a good idea on. But for me personally, I think it is. You hear a lot of players talk about the importance of 2v2 in a lot of interviews that they do, right? They're always saying if you want to improve at the game, play 2v2, and that will translate into 3v3. So you do see a lot of people currently who are in the professional scene focusing on their 2v2s, focusing on their 2v2 rank. And you probably see a lot of the people in chat doing the same thing right now because that's what we would classify as the meta for getting ready for 3v3. So I think it's a game mode that lends itself very well to all aspects of Rocket League because not only do you need the individual brilliance that you can bring in 1v1, but you also have the technical nous and the passing plays of 3v3. It kind of combines the two of them. So you really have to be at the top of your game individually and have a good rapport with your teammate in order to be able to make it work in a 2v2. And that's what makes it so exciting. That's what makes it so fun. So make sure you sign up and you could be walking home with a big cash prize of $1,400, which is not too bad, is it, Bromeo?
Well, I mean, when you convert it to rands, it is pretty damn good, actually.
Yeah.
$1,400 split between two ways. You're not splitting it three ways. And I doubt too many orgs are going to sign up for this, so they won't even be splits that way. So $1,400 if you win it, I mean, absolutely brilliant. So 1v1 has been touted for the longest of time. 3v3 has been played for the last year, it feels, and this being on RSC, we're adding to that 3v3-ness. But for the most popular game mode, which is 2v2,
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting
and
to see.
bruv, are you going to enter? And if so, why am I going to be your teammate?
I mean, you beat me to that. I was about to ask you actually.
What am I doing?
Let's
What you have
answer
to
and
do?
see what happens. You know, like no, definitely. I think I'm gonna sign up. I mean, if you say no, if you reject me, Bromeo, I might just pull Papito's arm and be like, "Come, let's do it. Carry me, sir."
I mean, Cosmico Management are
Mm,
going to take the 2v2 Cash Cup by storm. So
mm.
we will not dawdle too much on this longer. The deadline is the 25th, 5 o'clock. Sign up now. You already know who you're playing with. Why are you going to leave it later? There is no reason to. And it's one of the many things that is nice that we get so much more to do in Rocket League than any other title. They basically throw money at this region. So get involved, play it, because even if you don't win, you're making sure that they do it again next season. And that is everything, because when you've got other titles saying they don't even have a path to Worlds, they don't even have a path to Pro, and here we are saying, nah, I don't really feel like playing 2v2 this weekend, so the Cash Cup, why not? So yes, please sign up and get it done. And that segues very, very nicely into speaking of getting things done. Our very next guest comes to us from the high school scene. You have seen him before, and I'm hoping he is here. So I'm just waiting on Prod to give me the heads up that he is in fact here. Yes, he is. It is Yuckles. Yuckles, head coach of PRG. Well, no, not actually head coach. Esports director. Is that correct, Yuckles?
Yes, how are you guys? Thank you
Oh,
for
I'm
having me.
fine, thanks.
Yeah, I'm the head of esports from Paul Roos Gymnasium. That's correct.
Oh man, I knew I was close, but I was worried. So I was like, I got to turn this into a question somehow before I sound like an absolute idiot. So you go without introduction. We've had you on a couple of times. You are the go-to authority for high school Rocket League esports in the region right now. And over the weekend, I had the privilege of casting the finals for this. Was another Kuro LAN. So, Yuckles, where was this? What happened? Why was it awesome?
Oh, so Western Cape Kiro LAN was hosted by Kiro the Windwall Primary School. It's the third time they've hosted it, and it's been growing. I think the first season we had it, we were only 4 teams. We were like 16 kids in the hall playing, and it's grown. I think we were close to 100, even maybe a little bit more. So yeah, it's been growing a lot.
Oh, truly, that's amazing. And it's also not my first time casting on a Carolan as well, and it's just so great to see. And Prod, do you have that picture? I just wanted to point something out, and Yuckles can help me with this. He's been chilling in the background while I've been talking about Rising Star Academy, and let's see if we can get this photo up. I can't actually see if he's going to pull it up quickly or if he's listening, but
He's trying.
something's
He's
happening.
trying. I can see him
Something's
working.
happening. Something's
The gears are
happening.
turning.
But a photo is going to be put up here, and we one of the coaches who's part of the Rising Star Academy is going to be in this photo, and I want you to take a quick guess on who it actually is. And so while we just get it up onto it, start putting your guesses through, just like we had earlier, and guess who is the head coach of a PRG Rocket League? And Raids has got the picture. He's going to put it up. We're just building the tension now so that
It's
you can
close.
sit there in angst
Uh, and this
as
should be an
we
easy
as we
one.
get it there. And
It's a drum roll.
yeah, no,
Some-
we're getting the drum roll going.
Drum roll in chat.
We're just making sure. I'm not seeing any guesses in chat, so guys
done
really
it.
aren't taking it seriously. There we go. And it's a great photo. And the head coach is not on the left. He's not that strapping boy on the right. He's not the guy in like the front center. So I'm giving you some. Oh, right. And there are some players that you might recognize as well. Tubbsy giving you some hints there. But Yuckles, are you gonna end the drum roll? Or are you gonna end everybody's wait? You can tell
Yeah,
us.
so the head coach for PRG and in fact the primary school in blue there, the Brackenfell Knights, is Coach CPZ.
That is amazing, Brackenfell
Wow.
Knights, and they were the ones who took the primary school cup, and they did it in convincing fashion as well. It looked like a whole bunch of GCs dunking, and it's purely because when you have one of the biggest coaches in the country getting your team off the ground, that is absolutely massive. So not only is there proven star quality here, you can now get CPZ to coach you as well. So tell me quickly. I mentioned quickly who was doing the winning, but what else happened? Just give
Yeah.
us a quick rundown.
Yeah, so we played 3 titles, the Rocket League being one of the most played titles.
Mhm.
The Kira Brackenfell Knights did really, really well. In fact, they've been so confident with Coach CPZ, they actually entered the A team, the primary school A team, into the high school division, and they let their B team play the primary school division, and they went through the whole day with not even one map loss.
That
In
is
fact,
insane.
they actually, in fact, some stages stopped playing and tried clipping on the other team so they can get a coke. Because the rule was, if you can do a flip reset goal, you get a coke, and that's primary school kids.
Man, that actually was crazy because I can't remember who it was, but I was casting this primary school final, and one of the players on this team cracks a flip reset, and seeing that at primary school level is huge, first of all. And then the fact that it almost went in the goal blew my mind. But now you're explaining why it suddenly makes a lot more sense because pushing for a flip reset goal when there's something on the line is, even more. But that is absolutely amazing. So you're saying the primary school A side got pushed into the open division and they made it all the way through to the final. Is that correct?
Yeah, so I'll just have to give a shout out. That Slippery said almost was done by Shawnee Boy. So
Shawnee
he's also got his own YouTube channel. So if you guys run around there, primary school kids taking some serious esports, making YouTube channels and anything. Brackenfell Knights also has their own Instagram now, so you can get a lot more there. But yeah, they went on to actually, to my own demise, they knocked out Polaris in the semifinals. So
man.
they
Wow.
they yeah. So an unfortunate role for the Polaris boys. We had to play Kieran Durbanville, who is currently the best high school team in the country. They knocked us down to lowers. We faced Kira Brackenfell Knights A team, and they took their opportunity. Mentally not so well from the Polaris boys, and they won us. They got into the final and they did really well. They came close, I think, game 2 and 3. But yeah, there's still a bit of a gap. But to get primary school kids jumping into a high school scene and doing well
Mhm.
is amazing.
Man, and I love to see it, and we speak about it all the time, ad nauseum, actually. But the next big names are coming out of these high school competitions. A year ago, 2 years ago, they weren't high school competitions at all. So the fact that this is happening so fast, right in front of our eyes, it's being broadcasted, casted on a weekend. These live LAN events, and you can watch it if you want to. Just follow the Curry Esports Twitch channel. I'll find the link and post it for you in the chat. They go live pretty damn often, and the talent is there. Flippery set goals for primary school. Get it in. So, do you know when the next one is, Yakels?
Yeah, so another channel to follow obviously would be African Gaming,
Mm-hmm.
ACGL. They do most of the high school things as well. And that's the next tournament, 10 to 14 July. Also Cape Town, Grand West Casino, ACG 25 African Gaming Championship. They're expecting almost 1,000 players to come in 4 days. So high school, primary school, varsity, and pro division. Everybody's going to be there. It's going to be amazing.
Ooh, so AGC, you're
Wow.
going to be there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be standing on stage with Altruism. I'm really really excited for that because it gives me a reason to go on holiday to Cape Town. So
Gee, I'm gonna see
that'd
you. I'm
that'd
gonna
be a
see
lot of
you.
fun.
I'll pull through as well.
Are we
That's
going to exchange crisp high fives? So chat,
Oh
if
yeah,
you're
of
going to be
course.
there, what's the dates there, Yuckles?
10 to 14 July.
10th
First
to
2 days.
14th July. So literally 2 weeks from now.
Yep.
We are going to be in Cape Town. Yuckles, firstly, because he's the important one. But Bruv is also going to be there because he's also pretty important. And I'm
Mm.
going to be there. So, chat, if you are going to be there, we are going to have a get together event at some place that is, not so dodgy that you're scared to go, but dodgy enough that the prices do not deter you.
It's
And
Falcon's house. I'm calling it.
yeah, no, he's already told me his house is full and that he hates me and wants nothing to do with me. So we banned him from the channel tonight. That's the actual
Makes
reason
sense.
why he's not
Ah.
here.
Yeah.
So just keep your eyes out. Over next week, we will tell you exactly where the meetup is going to happen because I would love to meet you. I would love to break bread and cheers a few drinks with you because we don't do it nearly often enough.
Mm.
And I think it is vital to the growth of this scene if you meet people in person and find out how awesome or awful they are. Um, and you can see that magnificent goatee up front. We're talking about Bruv there. You can see that magnificent beard in person, and that is Yuckles. And you won't see Rhino because he's 12,000 kilometers away.
I am also
But,
here, yeah, but
yeah,
not
yeah.
there.
But
Yeah.
here, but not there. You get it. So
Yeah.
we will post some more details out. I know Greybeard will probably let you know as well, begrudgingly because he's not going to be there. But we will let you know, as well as the Bloemfontein LAN, which is happening exactly a month afterwards as well. We're going to make a big thing out of that. I'm finding out that there's actually a pretty big prize pool for a very, very small Rocket League event. I mean, I heard that there were 6 teams last year for a 5 grand prize pool.
Wow.
And if you can just, go through, take your chums, park outside this arena, enter your team, whitewash the place, and then leave in a blaze of dust and glory, that would make for a fantastic story, don't you think? So, I will also be in Bloemfontein, and if you decide to come and pool hall hustle a couple of poor Bloemfontainers, I will be there giving you your prize and a high five as you do it, because we need to make this a more global event. And why not Bloemfontein? So yes, that is happening too. So Jakkels, I know that we get you on every time you want to talk about high school and stuff, but you said AGC is happening 2 weeks from now. Are you entering a team yourself? Because we haven't seen pro Jakkels yet.
I'm not playing. You saw my little kid running around at the back. He's also front and center in that Brackenfell team, and I
Okay.
get demolished by him. So there's no way.
So what you're saying is you're actually looking for a third.
I'm looking for second and a third. He's playing in his own.
And we've been asking this question throughout, and S Falcon is in chat now. S Falcon, I want to hear this answer from you as well, and Jakkels, I want to hear this answer for you. What are the chances of Bruv doing a shoey on stream?
I'd say absolutely zero because I wouldn't expect to do it.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't ask you. You're way too serious. Plus, your second and third are in the room as well. And S Falcon, I know that he's in chat, but he'll probably take just as long to respond. So he'll tell us whether Bruv is going to be doing a shoey. And Sean says, with enough convincing, probably, but there's been zero convincing going along. So
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have any suggestions, Jakkels, on how we can get this man to do a shoey?
It's going to be tough. I'd say if you'd asked me, that would have been a hard no.
So we got to work on the strategy. We're gonna get some coaches involved. We're gonna make this happen because
We'll figure it out.
yeah, we'll figure it out. We make a plan. So anyway, Jakkels, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for taking the time out unexpectedly. And Greybeard, thank you so much for facilitating this so well. Because he had absolutely no idea he was going to be on this podcast 5 minutes before the podcast started. So
Thanks for having me. I'll
again,
definitely just one more shout out must be the High School Esports League. It's
of
going to
course.
start now again, Rocket League. Starting now, week 1. Next 4 weeks, there'll be a lot of games, and mainly me and Buzz will be jumping on stream, so you can follow us around there. But there'll be a few more that's going to need to help us out because there's a lot of us going to play. That primary school is going to jump into the high school scene. They've convinced the admins they can play with the high schools. So there's
Amazing.
about 16, 20 teams. So it's going to be amazing. And obviously, top team goes to Comic Con. Top 2
Oh wow.
football.
That
Yep.
is really, really cool. And it's another event where we're going to meet each other, break bread, and do shoeys. So, yes, we are going to be seeing you in Bloem. We're going to be seeing you in Cape Town. And last but not least, we will be seeing you for Comic Con. I'll be seeing a lot more of Jakkels. Probably not so much Bruv. He doesn't like coming to Joburg to do those things. But yes, you need to get involved in the high school scene if you want to see this region grow. So, if you're an aspiring caster like myself, avail yourself to cast for High School League. It is the best place to start. It is the Wild West right now, and it's damn exciting. So, again, thank you for joining us tonight, Jakkels, and have yourself a fantastic evening further.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. Enjoy it.
So now it is the Three Musketeers and the man who was not convinced suitably to do a shoey. So as
Seems not.
as it wraps up and as it lowers down, so do my spirits and so do my hopes. And man, I see him looking around for a shoe or an excuse. I'm not sure.
Honestly, I would do it, but I don't have anything. But
Like a shoe.
I mean, I have a shoe, but I don't have like a beer to put inside of it. Like I need
Yeah,
to
that
be able
is
to put a beer inside of it. So maybe next week we can schedule something, or I
Send a
don't know
video.
what.
Send a video, and we'll play it on the
Oh,
podcast next week.
you're gonna be here what in 2 weeks, Premier?
I mean, and then my wife on chat saying, I think Bromeo should show us how it's done. Wow.
Okay,
This woman.
Premier and I will do it
That's
when he comes
brilliant.
down, and
No,
we'll
do you
do
know
it
what? Do you know
together.
what? Do you know
Oh,
what? I will vase you. I'll do it now. I
for
just need
real.
a shoe.
Wow.
Shut
I'll
up.
say, I reckon if you open the door to your office, I reckon there's your wife stood there with a beer and a shoe, just ready.
No. I'm asking for the
provide.
wife's help here because she knows the perfect shoe. One that does not have ample sponge to soak it all up. I will probably need a dress shoe. And
Yeah.
won't make the same mistake that Johnny Boy did and get a shoe with holes in it. because that just seems like a bad idea.
You know what? While you're setting this up, I do want to quickly mention, because you've mentioned his name there, and we do have to bring it up, and we are wrapping this one up. There is going to be a live stream on this very channel where Greybeard will be talking with Johnny Boy on Thursday evening. So make sure you come back right here, Greybeard GG on Twitch, because Greybeard will be chatting with the goat himself, Johnny Boy, and yeah, you'll want to be here for that. There's a very all we're told is that it's a very special announcement. So on Thursday night, make sure you're here.
I mean, that was something I was, I was sitting on it. I didn't know the right way to say it, so I'm glad that Rhino came in and
You brought his name up. You brought his name up. There's a segue built in.
Oh man, Okay, so I don't believe in doing anything other than properly. So
Damn.
hold on. Let's do this.
Yep,
I'm
it's
not
addressed
even doing
you.
it for the
Yeah.
gifted subs. I don't need the gifted
respect
subs.
this.
This is Greybeard's channel. I don't care. But this is very, very gross, guys, and I don't
mean, it's
believe.
not nice.
No, it's really not nice. And
Anything originated by the Australians is a bad thing.
oh man, I'm not gonna do an entire draft of.
Wait, bro. I need to ask you a question though, and I'm just gonna take my
His shoe's
time because
full
I
of-
want
Yeah,
that
my
liquid
my
to
shoes literally
marinate.
filled with beer.
No, I want it to marinate a little bit. No, okay, go on.
You check this. Wait. So, just have a look over here. You can see the shoe
Oh my goodness.
is
my
literally
days.
bubbling right now. There is that
Wow.
much beer
Yeah.
chilling in my shoe. So I'm not excited, and I think it's leaking somewhere because it's there goes the
Probably.
sole. The sole is floating, guys. It is gross. I need more beer. Hold on. We're getting it.
Hold
Okay.
on.
Let's do this. Gross.
We like to drink with
To drink with
Bromeo because
Bromeo,
Bromeo is our
Bromeo is
mate.
our mate.
And when we drink with Bromeo, he gets it down in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah!
Wow.
Gross.
Good
Gross.
lad. Well done.
Yeah. Oh wow. I can't believe I did that, and especially
I can't
with
believe
the
you did
phone.
that, to be honest with you. There was literally no reason for you to do that. And you just
Yeah,
gone ahead
None
and
at
done
all.
unprovoked, completely, and it was probably out of rebellion for Brav just not doing it, and it made me sad. So
it.
yeah, there is that. So
There you go.
excuse me. Before I toss out whatever's in that shoe and my lunch.
I was going to say, yeah, I actually feel a little
Yeah,
bit.
no. I don't feel very nice inside. But do you know what makes me feel nice inside?
Go
Is
on.
the fact that you guys joined me here to yap for an entire hour about Rocket League. So for that alone was worth a shoey. So if you're in chat and you've got a good mate, do a shoey for him because that builds and solidifies friendships.
Yeah.
And on that note, I don't think we've got anything else to talk about. I think
Yeah,
this
we
goes.
do.
Do we?
One more thing.
Oh yes, we do. We actually do. And that's mainly because I was so preoccupied drinking out of a shoe that.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I'm
I
glad one
forgot
of
to
us can
mention
keep
it.
this on track, and it's not.
Yeah,
the
no,
host.
thank you.
That's a good thing. Honestly, I'm here for
you.
you.
You, sir, are a gem. All
Thank
right,
you.
so the biggest thing that I could end on right now is that we launched last week. Speaking of cans, by the way, we launched the community can design contest with Slayer, who are our season sponsor this season. So big claps to them. Great, fantastic. The response has actually been so good that we are extending the deadline back a week to the 7th of July, just so that whoever hasn't been able to submit just yet, because there are a couple who have said, listen, we need a little bit more time. So we thought we'd extend that to you as well. The quality has been amazing, but I'm sure the one that you've been working on and haven't submitted is even amazinger. So don't sit on it. It is a $3,000 prize. It's a year's supply of Slayer. You get to see your design on a can, and you get to brag for the rest of your life, that you designed a can of energy drinks. So I will post the link there, but it is also in the Discord. Just check in the notices and you can get all of the information that you need there. I know Rhino is planning his next design, so you can just walk us through that one.
I mean, unfortunately, I'm not eligible to enter into the competition, Bromeo, as they don't ship Slayer to the UK, and I wouldn't be able to get my year's supply of
That is
the
fair.
glorious nectar, unfortunately. So
Oh,
I haven't even
yeah.
thought about it. But if I were to on the spot, he's called me out, and I respect it. You know, we know, right, as a collective, that the big theme this season for RSC is rebellion. We're looking at things that go against the grain. We're looking at ways to stand out in a world, in a space which is already packed with stuff. So you know, if you want to take inspiration from that kind of thing, you want to be looking at things like graffiti art down the side. It would be very cool to see someone have a way of putting in all of the different RSC logos, all of our different organizations on the design to really
Mhm.
push that forward. We showed off a couple of weeks ago the designs of each of the organizations with a graffiti style on a wall.
Mhm.
Throw those together around a can.
Why not?
You're talking
Mm.
money right there. That's a $1 billion idea. So no, but there are so many other ways you could go. There are so many other things you could do. Make sure you enter, because you can't win the lottery if you don't enter. So at least put something in. You've got another week to do it. So next Monday, the entrance will close, and you won't get another chance. So if you want to see your design on a Slayer can, make sure you submit as soon as possible.
Because, like Russell Crowe once said in one of those really, really big gladiator movies, what we do in this life echoes in eternity, or it gets printed out on an energy drink can so that you can prove that you're just better at life. And that, for me, is everything. So, please, if you got some cool idea that you're sitting on, do not waste. You will get to have a can sitting behind you. Like, if you can actually see. No. It's reversed. That
Oh,
over there. Those are some
he's
Slayer
got it.
energy drinks right there. I want to put an RSC can up there. And you are helping make it happen. And I would love to have a year's free supply of Slayer energy, but unfortunately, being in the backroom staff of this precludes the fact that I am not eligible or allowed to. So I have to buy it just like everybody else, which is kind of lame. But it is
Hey,
one of the no.
but you know, you buying that can is helping add to the RSC prize pool. So it's all
That
for
is true. That is true.
a good cause, right? Every can you buy, some of that money will go directly into the RSC SSA prize pool. So just
Like
because
make
you're buying the can, that's not a
Mhm.
bad thing.
So, and that is actually massive, and it's something that needs to be spoken more about, is that for every box of this energy drink that gets sold, it's not even just to the Rocket League community, it's everywhere. $50 out of the sale of that box goes straight into the prize pool. So it's going to be
Mm.
massive. I'm actually quite scared
Weird.
about how crazy this
You're
is going
not
to be.
scared.
Sorry. I just drank out of a shoe, please. Give me some grace. But it is absolutely massive. Slayer have really gone out of their way to do this for us, for the community, because make no mistake, they are giving us much more than we are giving them. And so now for the rest of the season, it's our time to show them why they put their faith in us was well founded and correct. Because we've got all the passion in the world. They believe in our passion. Now we need to show them why we are so passionate. So as soon as the signups close for this competition and a winner is announced, we'll post it out next week on this podcast so that you can see the winning design. It is going to be so cool. I am so excited for this, and we'll see how it goes. And as per usual, we need to see who is live to see who we can raid out to. The only person I can see online right now is Slayer Energy.
Oh, it might be
Chat,
worth it.
Yeah.
who should we raid? Because I see Muntz the caster, he's playing rematch. We spoke a lot about that last week, but generally we try to look
Can't
for
rate someone
Rocket
playing
League.
rematch. That's horrible.
I mean, who plays that game anyway? Other than me,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
2 weeks
Ew.
straight.
Ew.
What? And honestly, I can't see anybody
For
else.
legal reasons
So,
and future opportunities, we are just joking. Thank you.
yeah, no, please. Yeah. don't send us away. So I don't know how to do this raid button. So Greybeard, I know you're watching. I know you're not doing anything right now. But please, and Greybeard's now clearly not paying too much attention to our stream because he's just asked me to say, hey guys, remember, stream on Thursday with Johnny Boy. Do not forget, it is really important. It is really
Don't forget.
cool. And they're going to be releasing something that is so super top secret. I don't even know what it is. So that being said, I don't have anybody decent to raid. And Prod, I will let you play Russian raid roulette. We can
No,
we
it's Slayer
can,
energy. We got good.
yeah, no, we can give it Slayer energy. We can give it Slayer energy. So, Raids, thank you once again for dealing with many people coming in and out of this podcast. Chat, thank you so much for sitting with us today and listening to us yap. And I hope that every week we can provide you with such nutritious chat that we do week in, week out. And I hope you didn't miss Greybeard too much because it was pretty tough sitting in the corner of the screen. Rhino being front and center, in the Bromeo spot. It was just weird, man. It was just weird. So,
But I'd like to say you did a fantastic job, Bromeo. You carried
thanks so much.
the
Yeah,
podcast
well
very
done.
well. Absolutely brilliant. Well done.
Good
But I
stuff.
also can't wait for Greybeard to get back next week.
Yeah, no, I mean, same. It doesn't feel right. I am the one with the moderate beard, not the gray beard, not the no beard, just straight down the middle. So,
No, it would be nice to hear from the Sheets guy, what's going on, and
Yeah.
tier list, and
So next week, we'll probably see the return of Greybeard. I don't know. He's probably enjoying the fact that his Mondays are free now. And hopefully he'll be back, and hopefully Sean will be back. He was traveling back from PE today, so he is resting up well. Both of them are in chat. Both of them enjoying not doing shoeies tonight. So thank you so much. We will possibly raid out. I don't know how to. Do you boys know?
No, it's already happening. So
It's
just
already
sign
happening.
out and
Okay, so I
they'll
don't
press
need
the
to do it.
button.
They'll
all
press
good.
the button. All right, boys.
Yeah.
From
Cool.
me, the Bromeo, it is the Rhino, and it is the Bruv. We'll catch you again next week.